G'day gang. This is another... Okay, we'll try that again. G'day gang. It's another case of who can you trust? You know what I mean? This is a car, won't go into detail, but it went to a certain place and it needed a registration inspection. When they'd done that, they came out and they gave him a bill, or they gave him a quote for $3,000 or something, I think it was. Now, they've knocked it on an engine misfire, and they say all the engine mounts need replacing. Well, I'll just get my torch. I've already looked at this, but the mounts, there's nothing wrong with the mounts. Even this dog bone, the one that always goes, it's good. Like, it needs an air filter for registration. Well, I mean, how would they know? Look, how would they even know? Has it been opened up and had a look inside? I don't know, but as far as I'm concerned, that's not a criteria for a rego check. And they said that the right front outer CV is leaking. Well, it is leaking, and the front lower control arms need replacing. Well, I've looked at those two, and they don't need replacing. They've got splits in them, like you see, but they're not knackered. But I'll show you what I did find. Okay. All that stuff he picked on was nothing. But when I drove it inside, I saw, I'm pretty sure you can see that. That's right in front of your eyes. Now in Australia and New South Wales, that renders your car unroadworthy. That's one. This tyre, if you have a look at the tyre, in New South Wales, that renders your car not roadworthy. It has no tread on it. The tail light. When you apply the brake, it has a white light emitting from the stoplight. Where I come from, that's not roadworthy. There is another tyre, I think it's this one here. I think, yeah. She's got best part nothing on her at the inside of her as well. And one more thing. I noticed this when I drove it to see if there's anything wrong with the drive shaft. So we get underneath and yes, we can see the CV has been leaking. If that boot was split and it had no grease left in it, I couldn't can it legally, but because it's spurting onto the caliper, and as you can see, somebody's not long been in there with a new set of brakes and a new rotor recently. Why didn't they do that at the same time? At any rate, if we look up here, we should be able to see a broken bolt. And so that's a nice exhaust leak right there. As soon as you start to drive off, it just sounds like a chaff cutter. So, yeah, who do you trust to get your stuff done right? You know what I mean? Like the obvious at $3,000. I mean, for less than half of what he was quoted, or the bullshit quote. You know, I think the blokes were just looking for work myself. But anyway, I've had my bits for today. I'm going to get on with it. I'll check you later. Have yourselves a good one. Cheers.